Greetings and welcome into Birchbark Falls here on Ankh Plays. We're rejoining for Cycle 9 in Timberborn here, and we're watching some beavers make their way out of their lodges here as we begin the next cycle. Everyone's starting to wake up, and they're starting to get a move on. There's a lot of work to do in our colony. You'll see that we've got our bakeries going. We've got quite a few logs in our stockpile, which is looking great. 260 logs, 130 planks. We've got a ton of paper. Supplies are looking really good, and we are starting day 2 of Cycle 9. Now, down here, we've got our smelter, which is turning scrap metal and logs into, let's see, what is this? Metal blocks. Yes, so we can make some cool stuff with that. We are working on... Our antidotes are all full, and our ingredients for antidotes are all full, which is great. We do have an underground scrap metal pile and treated plank pile, but we've been using the treated planks rather quickly. I think our treated plank area is over here, yeah, and we need the pine resin for that. Let's check how much pine resin we have. Yeah, we're pretty much stocked up on pine resin as well. It would be nice to have a spot to store pine resin. Building needs more water. Oh, it's a little bit low. Oh, that's right. This is because we're still kind of... That's right. This is still filling up. The Lido will fill up. We're just recovering from a Badwater drought, I suppose. It's like all of our wheat died, but that was kind of to be expected. And it looks like the potatoes also died out. Don't we have any farmers? I think that this might actually be something we need to work, you guys. I want to keep the food coming in. We're actually kind of running low on food. If I remember correctly. We have a few... Yeah, we can probably pause some of these. We'll get that scavenged eventually. We do want to scavenge all of this. In fact, maybe I won't pause those, and I'll pause the ones up here. Oh yeah, that's... Good point, Unk. We did kind of just have a big turnover in the number of beavers that we have going on who can work. So we're going to pause these. Pause that one. 17 beavers are unwell. Okay, so these beavers are going to get sick within a few days. We got plenty of antidote, so that will take care of that. We will unpause one of these guys. So I've got 3 over there. Yeah, the Badtide actually did kind of hurt us a little bit. We need a better way to handle that. Let's go up to 285 here, and that's going to require us to kind of let this fill just a little bit more, which is okay. The Tapper Shack is got somebody staffed, and the Forester's got somebody staffed. Okay, so we're working on this stuff here. Why are you doing nothing? Oh, it's because the Forester has to do this. That's right. Okay, so we got 9 babies coming on, and 1 vacancy. Yeah, we lost our power here. Okay. Unfortunately, everything's drying out because... Yeah, that's right. We had to cycle all this water out. It's been a couple of days since I came back to this, you guys. So... Let's let a little bit of water out, guys. It's really interesting because this is all bad water in here now, but yeah, we need a better way to do this. We need a better way to get the bad water out of here during a bad tide. I've got some ideas, but it's gonna really involve some tomfoolery here. So we got 4 water inlets, or 4 water sources that are coming in through here. And I think what I'm going to try and do, this is long-term plan, but I'm going to try and make it so that we can just eject that bad water right off of this right back off of the map. But it's going to require us to be getting some pretty serious stuff going with regards to bad water. And so, you know, we've got this building here, which is just waiting on treated planks. We got our metal blocks, we got our logs, 100 logs. And then we've got a couple of detailers that are going to come along. We want to start doing some stuff with bad water, though, and I want to try to decide, or try and figure out where the best place for that to happen would be. And, you know, it really seems like up along here is probably our best bet. And it's a little bit of a climb, right? Like, there's not a good place to get up to that area as it stands right now. Now, we could make a little ramp to go up here and then kind of set up a bad water farm up in this area. And I kind of like that idea. We might want to do like a straight shot through here, perhaps. We could actually just do a straight shot through here and build. We got 11 babies now. We're gonna go through a kind of a colony rebuild here, or replenishment of the population. Let's go up a little bit more. Stock up on that water. I apologize if there is a little bit of extra background noise or my voice sounds funny. The voice suppression is probably going to be hopefully masking all of the server fans that are running. I've got a couple of projects that I'm working on, and they happen to be in the same place where I am recording and playing games. So, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't sound too terrible. But yeah, I think we want to start making our way up to this area. And the reason that we want to do this is twofold. We can start using the bad water in this area. It kind of doesn't really move very fast. It does move fast along here, but we can start using it for various things. And that's what I'd like to see the beavers doing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get started with that. Trying to figure out how do I want to do this. Let's see. So do we need the triple platform? Can I not put the platform down here? I can't. Okay, I think this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so we just need 2 platforms, or a double and a triple. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back out here. We're gonna mark some resources for demolition. And hopefully we'll have some beavers that kind of come along and do that. Here they go. Look at that. Good job, boys and girls. Oh, I know what's going on here. So let's pause this real briefly. Here's what we need to do. So these guys need to be demoed. Boy, if I could... There we go. And then I think we go in here and we mark blueberries. Because these are blueberries, yeah, blueberries. So we got the dandelions here, we got the blueberries there. There we go. That'll give our forester something to do. And Then we can pop in some paths here. Once they're done, then what we'll do is put a double here, a single here, and then we're just going to throw some stairs that are facing the right way, hopefully. This gets us up part way, but it doesn't really get us all the way up there. So let's go ahead and just define the rest of this. And, gosh, this is quite a climb. We could do this. I like that. Do we need triple here? No. So we can do another double. And then a single. I don't like that. It's cool to use the twisting staircases, but I also have this idea that twisting staircases are a little expensive right now in terms of some of the other resources. So maybe... Oh, you know, we can just put the twister right there. You don't come here for expert advice videos, guys. You come here to watch someone bumble along. That's what you come here for. So, as advertised, there we go. That'll get us to a point where our beavers can actually get access up here. And then the next thing that we'll have to do is we'll start building some stuff up here. So, the first thing that we want to do... That turns into fuel? Bot parts, bot assemblers. We need to unlock this gravity battery too. We only have 300 science. I want to do that in a little bit here. Not automation. Ah, here we go. So we want to pull some bad water out. This gives us extract. It's a Badwater dome and a Badwater rig. We're just going to get the Badwater pump, and we're going to unlock the Badwater pump. And we're going to start pumping, well, you guessed it. We're going to start pumping some bad water. We'll throw a little friendly little structure down. And, there we go. And then we can actually start building our storage. Let's just make a large tank over here. Do I want it there? Yeah, I think so. We'll put it there. And then I want to make dynamite. That's what I want to make. This is automation, which I want to get into, but we're not ready for that yet. Or I'm not ready for it yet. They're starting to work on the stuff down there. Where am I looking for dynamite? This is crazy. These are decorations. There's the dynamite. Okay. We do contamination barriers. That's really important. This is what I want next. This is the explosives factory. And yeah, so gears, planks, and metal blocks. This will just go like right along here, I think. And then we'll probably throw some... We could just go for the windmill, and then we don't have to send our beavers into the Badwater. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, so a wind turbine is, yeah, 120 science points. And so we'll actually start throwing that together. Large wind turbine is much larger. Interesting. Okay. Did we designate this stuff to be cut down here and then we didn't undesignate it? Yeah, let's unmark this as a tree cutting area. This is not a tree cutting area. Let's keep our beautiful pine to ourselves. Be for resin. We're doing fine on logs. If we were struggling on logs, then I would say, you know what, it doesn't matter. But hey, look at that. We're almost to the very top. The beavers are quick, man. They really like. We started on this? No. Let's get rid of that for now. And we've got these 3 pumps. They're gonna pop up there. And then we'll just get our power going. I think we want the wind turbine. It's a little bit more economical. I can certainly afford it now. Then we can save for the explosives factory. But we want to get, we want to get dynamite going. So we can start doing some terraforming here, some destroying, if you will. Yeah, they've been drinking the antidote, which is good. Food is a little concerning here, guys. Oops. These guys are making bread like crazy. So, I mean, we've got lots of bread. We don't have any potatoes. We're waiting on the harvest. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a little bit of a food crunch here, boys and girls. So we don't have any berries either. I wonder if there's any naturally occurring berries that we can grab somewhere here on the map. I kind of doubt it. The canyon's been all tapped out, you guys. We're really using a lot of this real estate. I suppose we could go in here and make some terraced farms, but by the time we get to that point, it's not going to be worth it. We'll just keep. I want to get rid of this though. I want to get this whole area cleaned out of scrap metal, of ruins, because we get that taken care of, then we can go after the rest of this big pile over here, and then we'll just throw a mine down. Hopefully, we get to that point. Oops. 13 vacancies and 15 incapacitated, you guys. That's really disappointing. Where are these incapacitated beavers? Contaminated by Badwater. So, why are we not going and getting the antidote? Badwater contamination does require the antidote, right? Like, these guys are just wandering around. Okay, these guys are going up here. Where are you guys going? Okay, so he goes into the antidote container. Oh, Badwater contamination is no joke. That's like 5 days, you guys. I don't know how we got that many of the... Oh, I know how it was, because I flooded this area. That was stupid. We flooded a bunch of them out. That's what happened. Alright. It's starting to come back to me. There's some blueberries. We're dangerously low on food, though. That's a problem. And we kind of really just, like, have to give the beavers a chance to, These all died from contamination as well. Wow. Are those marked for cutting? Good. 2 foresters that are working there. Yeah, they're marked for cutting. I don't know if you can... Okay, so these guys are maxed on logs. Oh, maybe it's because we're maxed on logs. Our sawmills are going full tilt. But we don't have enough haulers. Yeah, okay. These pine got contaminated, death by contamination as well. I'm kind of thinking that... Oh, we have a couple of lumberjack flags here. Pause that one. Do I pause this one? We need to have those cut, so no, I won't. Chew on these logs, guys. There we go. Sometimes you just need to see the whole picture. How are we doing here? Let's go up another 1/10 of a meter. But yeah, so having the bad water contaminate this entire thing is really a problem. Okay, so we're starting to spike back up on food. We made a ton of bread, which is great. And we also got a bunch of blueberries. And the beavers like... Turns out they like carrots. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. Colony's struggling, guys. We're on the struggle bus a little bit here in Cycle 9. Got 16 contaminated beavers, though, which I don't understand. Like, how long does it take for these guys to get decontaminated? How long does that take? You know? Let's pause one of these guys. And he's gonna go scampering off. He's hauling water, okay. That's fine. Waiting for treated planks. Somebody's working on treated planks. Yeah, we gave them a lot of stuff they need to catch up on, too. So, that's not surprising. Okay, contaminated beavers 13. They're going down. Which means we're going to get a whole bunch of beavers back. That's really interesting. If you know in the comments how long it's going to last, give me a shout. Seems like it is going down, though. But that took way too long, you guys. Just way too long. So we've got dandelions, berries, and paper up here. Water is looking good. These all died from contamination as well. Are these marked for cutting? Yes, they are. Okay. Oh, hey, we've got some beavers who are unemployed. Yeah, everyone's coming back to work. They're no longer sick. Thank goodness. play one more of those. We'll get this guy up and running. And, yeah, these two are already up and running. Okay, so got a little bit more. We did build a worker's hut, if I recall. Where is that worker's hut? It's kind of a small building. The builder's hut. There it is. Let's take a couple more folks from that. We still have 9 children and 3 empty beds, so we're going to get some more jobs here. But let's make our workers, which these are, I'm sorry, I say workers because it's this, but generally they're builders. These guys are chugging away on the metal. Yeah, okay, cool. Because we want to get the rest of this stuff up and running here. And we're almost at 400 science. So that means that we need to get the... I've lost where the dynamite is. God bless it. Come on. We also need to get a bunch of this stuff going, too. It's in a place that you don't really expect it to be. It's not paths and structures, it's landscaping. Yeah, it's this thing. Double dynamite. Triple dynamite. Oh, hey, we can make a tunnel. Interesting. Produce dirt even after reaching bedrock. Terrain block. Alright, so we got some real cool stuff that we can do here. It seems like, though, these two are probably the order of the day. Can we unlock the explosives factory? Yes, we can. Okay, so if I put this here, and then I pause the construction, and then let's go with our power here. Too far away from district? Oh, okay. Okay. And, okay, because I'm like, this is a problem here, but no, it's not a problem. It won't be a problem for long. But we'll get this check in the mail, which will be nice. So, explosives, we're going to need a stockpile for those. And I think the large warehouse, you know... Can we put explosives in the large warehouse? Yes, we can. How much do these provide? 150. And this building needs 150, so let's get rid of these two. Because math is hard. In fact, let's get rid of all of them, and then... I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. There we go. Ooh, 2 buildings unstaffed. Okay, that's fine. Day 9 of cycle 9. Nobody's sick. We do have a 1 injured beaver, which is too bad. Vooble. I guess they're hauling stuff. All that metal gathering is paused. Okay, 2.85. That's good. Full carrot harvest almost in. And the beavers have chowed that down. We have to be really careful. We're not going to be able to go much higher on our population until we do something with our food. their food supply. It seems like it's a little low. Okay, so these pine are now replaced. So let's unmark these guys over here. Don't cut down my nice pine forest. Which is great. I'm waiting on those treated planks. This is really what we're waiting on. It's this guy over here. That's what's gobbling up our treated planks. And this building is the one that's producing treated planks. So Malik, why don't you just make sure that you stay on top of that. Okay, now these are marked? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. There is a little bit of a balance on the economy for this game, you guys. I'm not entirely sure how to strike it just yet, but you knew that coming in, so... we're going to start with explosives. That's our next goal. Everything else seems like it's going pretty well. We just need the colony to have a chance to kind of catch up a little bit on what's been happening. Potato Man's made some grilled potatoes for us. Medium warehouse with carrots. What is this? Also carrots, so we got 2 carrot warehouses. This is our berries warehouse. We could probably dump this, if I'm being honest. Hopefully this dance hall works out, you guys. Not a lot of these things are rolling. These, oh, now they're starting. Okay. Yeah, emptying that reservoir is really, really awful. That's what I've learned from this entire ordeal, is that that reservoir getting empty, it sucks. So, let's see. How do we want to do this? Well, we're going to have to get up onto this cliff face somehow. And once we get up onto the cliff face, then we're going to just start blasting this area down. And my plan is to have some valves down here that only open for clean water, and then when a bad tide starts, we just redirect the bad water off of the map. I don't know if that's going to work. We're going to try it, though. It's going to be a while. And it's the primary reason why we're building our dynamite factory up there. Here come all the pines. Oh, we still have some stuff to cut over there. My goodness. What is that? Pine resin. It's just sitting there. Two injured beavers. We have 1 vacancy, 2 incapacitated, 8 children. So we are going to need some more jobs here. Just click through and see where we could potentially get... That was a lot of scratching. Let's go to that builder's hut. That builder's hut is fully staffed now. Excellent. There's our paper machine. The smelter. Woodwork shop. Comes all the berry haulage. Forester's looking good. Gosh, you know, I don't want to say it, but we're kind of running out of jobs. May as well start turning on. We'll turn on 2 more of these to get our metal going. 1.1k scrap metal. We got plenty of metal blocks. I think we have a big storage for metal blocks too. I just can't remember where I put it. Here it is. So we got plenty of work to do on that. At some point, we'll want to cap this Badwater over here, but I don't know when I want to do that. And I might just not send it down through here. We could potentially make another big reservoir down here, which would be nice because then we could, you know, kind of keep the valley a little bit greener. We definitely need to... Oh, I didn't even see this. Or maybe I just forgot it was there. This could be an alternate way to let water out if we were to get rid of these blockages. But right now we don't have enough water source for that. And I might just turn this into, like... block it off and then just turn this into, like, just blow this whole thing up. That'd be a huge project. I kind of like it, though. I kind of like that idea. Day 11. Coming to a close. There's some beavers hanging out up there. Oh, this could be done. We didn't get to it today, though. Unfortunately. Go to bed, beavers. We should be getting our next... Those are ingredients. So we're out of flour, which is fine. We're all out of wheat. We're getting through our next, oh no. 3 days for a Badtide, you guys. 3 days. Boy, it took a long time to recover from this last Badtide. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. Badtides, you don't want to save water. And I think we'll last with the water supply that we have. But let's start lowering this. And what I'm hoping this will do is it will give us a little bit of extra productivity from the buildings that require power. We'll let most of the water out of this reservoir ahead of time. Don't overflow now. Hey, 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 hey. That's enough of that. And once the overflow, once we've got this drained, then we'll just let the Badtide go through. It will give us power, right? Which is fine. Let's get some wheat, because we will need some food. We're kind of low on food. Because Ankh very poorly managed this last Badtide. I mean, it's taken us almost an entire cycle, you know, to catch back up. There's the dance hall. Isn't that nice? There are some beavers in there dancing. It looks like a form of square dancing. That's funny. Keep letting water out. Yeah, we got to figure out how we're going to get up to the very top here to kind of explode stuff out. That's going to be our next goal. We might actually work on that even during the Badtide as well, I'm thinking. Make sure that these are high priority still. Yep. Looks good. Got another beaver injured. 3 injuries. I don't know if there's a way to actually prevent them from getting injured. I kind of don't think so. Takes a pretty diligent effort to make sure that this doesn't flood. And we keep letting water out. Oops. Sorry, guys. That's what I did before when I was trying to clean out this reservoir, so it'll be easier for me to not do that this time. We're going to have a bunch of food. Gosh, it's going to be close, though. Make sure these are both harvest prioritized. Yep. If it's like a 5-day Badtide, we're going to be in serious trouble with the food. Okay, so the river is back to its normal banks here, which is great. I think we can almost just let it completely flow now. It's just going to slosh a little bit there, right? Because really that first meter is like, now we're down below even this area. Little ripples. I'll tell you what, this is one of the first games that I've seen that really does a phenomenal job of fluid dynamic simulation. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we do need to get across here, and I gotta figure out how we're gonna do that. I think maybe we'll just do a bridge along this area here. So let's start planning that. This is not ideal, but we're low on science. There we go. Well-being high score, 15. I don't know what we did. Oh, it was the dance hall, guys. That's great. I might be doing this wrong. I don't know yet. It's going to be super expensive, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. We just need to be able to get up the mountain, you know? And do so in a way that doesn't force us to dip into the bad water. We could do this. Or I could just do a curling staircase. I always forget about that. There we go. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to kind of do some blasting in this area. And I don't know if I want to blast. Yeah, I probably do want to blast this, so let's make sure we get... Oh, silly beavers. We have just a little bit of penalty from injury. That dance hall is really helping, though, isn't it? Grilled chestnut and spatterdock. It's probably something we could do to help. Cattail crackers, maple pastries. You know, the stuff that you enjoy eating. You can't get at your local grocery store. You have to go to, like, one of those fancy luxury grocery stores. Half day, guys. We're a half day out. Oh, look at that. We've started on it, at least. Could actually go back this way. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. We can do that, and then we'll just have them, you know, throw some stairs up on this. Oops. Maybe not that one. Don't do that one. Okay, so Badtide coming in. There we go. That'll be better instead of having to walk all the way around. And I'm hoping the trees... Yeah, we've got them all replanted. Now, the idea is not to flood things. Not to flood things so that we kill things from contamination. And kill our beavers. That really put a damper on our ability to recover the colony quickly in the last cycle. So, here we go. The end of cycle 9 is here. We are at 411 food. Got a bunch of bread. I don't even think that's going to be enough bread at all. Hauling a bunch of water. Which is fine. Keep pumping the water. Yeah, these are pouring out. Badwater pumps. Under construction. Let's actually make... I know that's a priority, but I think that this is a little bit higher of a priority. So let's make these... Let's mark these down. So we've got one. Let's make these lower priority, guys. We don't really have a Badwater storage yet. Mark this down. We won't mark the windmill down just yet. I don't know if I want to build a Badwater storage just yet. We might have way more than we need. In fact, I'm 99% sure of it. But I want my builders to now focus on building this land bridge, as it were. And as you can see, so 4 days this time. Oh dear. This is going to be tight, guys. It's really going to be tight. I'm trying to get the carrots out of the ground as quickly as possible. Run, little beavers. Add carrots to this side here. Yeah, the seedling wheat is not going to make it. But yeah, these Badtides are really they're really gonna impact us negatively. Which is why we need to use the Badwater to turn it into dynamite and just start blasting this hillside away. And then we'll make a little divert here for the water to come out of. It'll happen. It's not gonna happen right away. Okay, 533 is what we started the first day with. They're going to be 189 bread there. Plenty of bread. 90 carrots. Oh, gosh. We're at 1.9k water, so we drank about 100 water. They're still hauling water, though, which is good. We'll see how this day goes. That's the thing. If this day goes... if we get halfway through and we have still about 300 food, we'll be okay. And the end of this day is the halfway mark. It's blocked by Badwater. No available workers. That's fine. We've got 4 jobs. Did the detailers come up too? Oh, they sure did. Now, these don't actually... Oh, we don't have extract. We need bad water for these as well. Or we need to... What's that thing to deal with the bad water? Is it science? No. Oh my gosh. Is it landscaping? That's a contamination barrier. Well, okay, so there is a place where we can go, or a thing that we can do that will give us extract, but we have to get it out of bad water. That's what this is. It's the explosives factory, but we'll have some bad water going on here. Gosh, where is that thing? I spent so much of this cycle looking. Was it in here? Yeah, that's right. It's in here. So it's not the fluid dump. It's not the mechanical fluid pump. It's the centrifuge. So it needs 200 horsepower. It's got it takes 2 beavers. And it transforms dangerous bad water into usable extract, which is what we'll need for the tails. So maybe we'll look at doing that next. We've got the science for it right now. It's a big building, isn't it? Does need power, though. So maybe not along there. Maybe there. And then we'll make this kind of low priority as well. Yeah, planks, gears, metal blocks. We can hang. Okay, 450. I noticed that we did make some food here, so I think we're going to be okay with this bad water. With this Badtide, bad water. And then once all of the contamination has flowed. Once all the bad water is beyond this area, then we'll dam it up. We'll let some water go through. Then we'll actually start raising this once again. So we got a lot of long-term plans. It's going to take multiple cycles for us to get to. But we've got a good chunk of beavers. We're at a pretty steady. I'm very surprised by this, you guys. We're still maintaining our food focus. That's great for our food stocks. We still got wheat to grind, so we can make flour, which means we can still make bread. That's fantastic. It really is. They're still going up here. Plenty of logs. I'm kind of low on logs, actually. Now, have these died due to They did die from contamination. Wow. I thought I flooded them. Okay. Maybe getting that contamination barrier is not a bad idea as well. Stop soil contamination from spreading beneath it. Ground only must be built on ground. Okay. We're going to have enough science for it at the end of... Or kind of kicking off tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because we can just... I'll make smaller fields. Because it will mean that this stuff will just... It will either... the wheat will obviously die, right? But... 365, and we got 1 day to go. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it, guys. We're going to make it. But yeah, we can start putting contamination barriers along this area, which will keep this from killing everything. We'll have to move our streets back, our little roads back by 1. But that's okay. I don't know how that contamination barrier works. Don't ask me how. Look at this monstrosity. It'd be really nice if I had enough science for the suspension bridge, but we're gonna go a different route. I guess I could just put it along here. No. I'm a little worried that maybe I screwed that up. Yeah, let's hold on. Let's pause and let's think this through. Let's think this through. Let's be rational. Okay, so we will need to put... How do I want that road to go? Because, do I really need that road? I don't think I need that road. Just delete this. And then here's what we're gonna do. I swear I know what I'm doing. I don't even really need that. Let's just put the contamination barriers in. This is planks and metal blocks. Yeah, this is a great use of planks and metal blocks. Just try that. Put some in up there. I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll see. Okay, so then here... Do I need a contamination barrier along there? The wheat's gonna die probably, but well, it might pay off. Yeah, it'll pay off. It probably will pay off. It's kind of high-techy for us. And I might end up regretting this because, like, can beavers walk over contamination barrier? Like, I sure as heck hope they can. You know? Let's go some sunflowers there. Gosh, I don't know. You know what? We're going to find out. If it ends up being a bad idea, it's a bad idea, right? There's nothing we can do about it. Alright, so we are in the last day of this guy. I can start working over here next. Plenty of planks to build there. 8 planks. 10 planks, okay. Okay, so it has to be connected by paths. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so here's what we're going to do instead. If you need to get to this, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a little bridge over the contamination barrier. Can't believe I'm going to say this. We're going to have to get rid of some of our wheat, which is probably fine. Right? It's probably fine. Alright. so here's what we're going to do. So we want to get back to the Lido. And then we'll get rid of this side. Yeah. And then, you know what? We're just going to get rid of all that entire road. See how you beavers like it. And then we will expand the carrot field. On this row. And then sunflowers along here. And you know what? I screwed this up. I need to back it off one more. It's a good thing it doesn't matter right now, and that we can just do another one of these guys. Just like that. Then we're going to do a curved stairwell. Then we're going to do a platform. I can't believe you have to do this. This is silly. Can I do... Can. Okay. That's what we wanted to do. Right there. See now? That's... I don't know. That kind of looks okay. It's kind of janky. Maybe there's a better way to do this. This seems like the most ridiculous solution to this problem, though. Like, go out in the Lido, but go over the contamination barrier to get there. Little silly. It's not connected to any districts. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So the stairs can't go right down into the district. Come on, boys and girls, why? Is that really how we want to play this game? Alright. And then, we'll just make this curvy. Like... just like that. Look at that. Oh, maybe I was wrong. I might just run this contamination barrier along here. And we will put potatoes out in this area now. It's silly. It's silly, you guys. Alright, well, the beavers are headed to bed. And I think we should as well. Not literally, you can stay up, keep watching YouTube, or whatever it is that you're doing. But we're going to wrap up Cycle 9 right here. Thanks for joining me here on Ankh Plays in Birchbark Falls, our Timberborn frontier. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough as much as I am. And as you go on about your day, well, don't forget to hit someone with a little bit of kindness. We'll see you next time.